Hello everyone, Granite Roots. This is our Moss Saturday night. This is kind of our warm-up. There's going to be a berserker coming through here, and I'm in my roaming setup, so I am just going to punch him down. Look at that damage. Shazam! Again, you're going to see me swapping between roaming and Zerg builds. I swapped to Zerg. If you see staff, it's Zerg. We're going to green's coming back. We're going to, as you see, invis and try and grab them from the side and use that little abutment at the end of the bridge as a barrier to kind of pull them onto and get them hung up while we fight them from the side. The hard part about, again, this build sometimes is I don't have the range some of my other peeps have, so I gotta kind of just hang out, give venom, and that's about it until I can get in there. And then once you get in there, you know, you can see all the numbers. I still need more practice with this build, although I think I am getting better. My biggest problem that I've always had is I get tunnel visioned and kind of run off stack to get the stragglers. So I gotta remember that is this kind of play that we're doing is a comp squad play, not so good. If we're doing a loose roam play, that's a bit different. I can go to backlines and spike peeps, but not here. But still, I love the damage and mobility that this build has, especially between vault. Shroom, look at that, 8k 10k damage, and then whirling charge as you're running through. That's also good. And also, you know, the dodges, not only are you dodging damage, but you're doing damage where you land and you're adding to your damage output. Look at that, 6k, all that stuff is awesome. Okay, here we got green. We spent a lot of time at hills tonight. Look at that, 8, 6, 10k, lots of downs. So for spiking, this is still a great build. It's just a lot of glass, so I just have to play this smarter and not stress my supports out by running off stack too much. But thankfully we have good supports that I can get away with running this build. And if I die because I run off stack, you supports, don't blame yourselves for that. It's my own fault for wandering. You need to put the cone of shame around me to help me to focus. Okay, but look at how much damage and just possibilities this build has. That's what I like about it. I just have to play it better. Okay, we're in the middle of it in the Lord's room. They're bombing us from outside. Still at hills. And yeah, you see me res in there? I'm a good thief. I res peeps most of the time, whenever I can. Okay, they come rushing in. We're gonna fight these guys. Look at those numbers. I'm gonna get just zapped down. There it is, but I'm gonna get rezzed by one of our wonderful supports. Thank you to whomever did that. I'm gonna kind of do a dodge and a vault. I'm gonna get off a little bit. Now I found myself on the wrong side of the stairs. So instead of trying to run back through that gunk, I'm gonna come down here and try and take care of some of these guys that are trying to hold the ring or up. You saw me poured up behind this. What is it, engineer? He's got a bag over his head. I love it. And I'm just gonna be down here. My thought was to try and just grab these guys so they couldn't contest the ring once the Lord was down, but I think that was a bad decision. I mean, it worked, but they got it anyway, so I think I would have been better served staying on my group. So again, that's a learning for me, not to get distracted, stay on the group, because if I'm not on the group, they're missing out on damage and support with Basilisk Venom and rezzing as needed. But thankfully this time it worked out. And if you'll notice, almost all of my hits are crits because I have such high crit on this build. Mostly due to the crit signet and just what I've got set up. Okay. Alright, this was cool to see me swapping. That's what I love about this. Having builds ready, you can swap on the fly between, and here I go again, between roaming and Zerg. I'm going to get distracted, but I'm on my Zerg build, so it's harder for me to do something. So now I got to kind of come in from the side. Luckily, Vault can bring me back, but I'd almost died. Again, I'm not helping my group if I'm in a down state or dead. So I gotta stay on these guys. And you're gonna see eventually I get better with that. I end up staying right on tag for a couple fights later on, thankfully. That's why I usually play support, because it's less likely I'm gonna squirrel. Also, I'm thinking too that, oh yeah, here we go. So I think I got my peeps with me. I'm taking these guys out as they're running. Look at the damage, dodging and stuff. I got guys behind me, so I keep going. And I'm gonna take out this guy right here. And I did keep going, but then these guys all turned, so it was just me by myself and ganked me. I deserved that. So this is me coming back to meet them, and figured I'd not let this guy get away. This time it was okay, because they didn't need me. Okay, this is where we still try to move north. They try to grab us at the sentry. I do much better this time staying on tag. Remember, dodges do damage. Sets me up for a higher damage potential. With the dodge trait, the bounding dodger from Daredevil line. And this went so much better. Grab these guys back here. Don't make it a protector from my staff, but I appreciate the thoughtfulness. Okay, this was awesome. This is why you don't do a cannonball into a lake without looking. These guys dropped down, didn't see it was at the bottom, they didn't know we were there, and we totally just burst them. Yes, we had them outnumbered, but I wanted to see that just the humor in you think you're going to drop down to get safe, and there's a whole bunch of sharks waiting for you in the water. Okay, we kind of zoomed in to help out this other guy. Saw me change on the fly. Now you're going to watch, this one is even better. I stay really close to the tag other than that part, and then I get back where I need to be. And for the rest of the time, I'm on his 6, following him around nice and tight, dropping some DPS. And you see how I'm throwing out some ores and stuff. That whirling charge, bounding dodge, and vault all are blast and whirling finishers. So that's also a benefit to me staying on tag. I can help blow up them combo fields and be a benefit that way as well. Alright, here we are. Hills again. And we're going to veil and go out and push them across the bridge. Look at that. 5, 6, 10, 12k. That's why I popped that assassin sig. Just does a lot of damage. We're going to push across the bridge. And we're just going to get these stragglers here. Don't want them to get out the gate. Fantastic. And they cleaned up that end. Okay, green's jumping over the wall. We're going to veil towards him in a second. And you see that whole mess of Zerg stuff? We're going to go see if we can eliminate it. Gotta watch out where you're targeted for your steel. I meant to go down on these guys, but go down into this group, and it didn't happen. Went to some random person off the side. We're gonna, as you see, we're backed up. We're gonna drop down, see if we can help do the old pincer attack with this and the other group that was down there. And rallies are nice. Lots of damage. AoE on this is just phenomenal. Good idea with the feedback, but it doesn't stop, and the centaur bubble, but it doesn't stop that. And here's our tag team duo, me and my tag team partner, although no championship bout scheduled this week, unfortunately. Maybe next week. Either all, that's all the fun. That's all the fun I have for this week. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope you have a most excellent day.